What up, folks? It's Dr. Remy LeBeau, and I'm coming at you once again from the X-Lair to provide you my reaction to the Defenders episode 6. I only have 2 episodes to go. Loving the series so far. It's just like a really great, long fucking movie. And it's really satisfying me in every way I wanted it to, so it's really great. Got a big sort of twist at the end here, which to me kind of reveals the story to be the story of Elektra and sort of her return. That's like the central backbone to this whole thing. So really, this is a lot of like a kind of like a proper sort of continuation of Daredevil's storyline, but also the story. The thing is doing a really good job of continuing all the character storylines, especially Iron Fist, which was very centrally connected to the Hand. But that all started with Daredevil, so it's really a lot of like a continuation of Daredevil and kind of really making him emerge as sort of the central figure in this in the Netflix Marvel universe, right? Which is great because he deserves that. He's a great character. He's one of the great Marvel characters, and he deserves to sort of be central to this whole universe that's being built here. So we got a couple of things addressed that I've been talking about in prior videos for this series. One is the Jessica Jones Luke Cage thing, like the fact that when Luke Cage, the TV show, started up, his own series, like there was no mention of Jessica Jones, and it was addressed here, like they just never called each other, you know. So like that made sense to me. But the thing that was really mostly addressed was the hole that Matt Murdock encountered at the end of season 2. That was never really explained. I knew it would play a big role here, and it obviously is playing a big role. So now we're finally getting some more information about what's at the bottom of the hole, and the fact that like this building was built around it, and that the architect was the guy who designed the building, who found out about what was under it, and it sort of led to him being destroyed, and sort of the catalyst for some of the stuff, at least on Jessica Jones, and for some of the stuff that she ultimately did in this series. So lots of interconnections. You can tell that the story was really nicely woven before any of these series were even produced. Like they had a very clear plan about what they were going to do, and they've executed it lovely, in a very lovely way so far. I have 2 more episodes to go. You know, things could go sour, but they probably won't, because I trust in this universe. I trust in the creators of it, and again, like I said, with even the Iron Fist show, it still satisfied me because it felt like it was in this world, and it was a continuation of a lot of what we'd seen. Anyway, so like we understand now that like there is some sort of temple or something below the hole, and of course it has to do with getting back to Kunlun, and obviously Iron Fist being centrally established to be the key to getting back there, and that playing obviously the big role in this episode, where you know the Defenders realize that Danny needs to be restrained in order to not be released, and then we see that whole story play out with like kind of him and Luke Cage, with some interesting and fun interactions that kind of led to Stick eventually, I guess, realizing that he needs to kill Iron Fist, and that leading to the sort of the climactic end of the episode where obviously Jessica Jones and Daredevil come back, stop him, and you know, that being that the sort of parallel climactic event to Elektra coming back and killing fucking Sigourney Weaver, even though it was sort of implied that one of the other fingers of the Hand were going to kill her. When she brought back the Iron Fist, it appeared that she was going to Sigourney Weaver was going to survive, and they were going to, you know, follow through with her plans, but Elektra rose again. But in what form? Like, who is this Elektra? Like, she remembers her name. She established that she is who she was, but is she also something else? You know, like this, because she told them the three remaining fingers that they work for her now. So like, what is her plan? You know, like what is she still driven by some like mystical mission that represents something that the hand itself should do, and she's sort of the power behind it, or has she woken up and realized that she could, even with her old mindset, like use the situation in her favor in some way, because she was also always kind of morally ambiguous to some extent. Like if you remember the stuff where in Daredevil where she kind of had that guy. I don't know. There was a guy. Oh, it was. I think it was the guy that killed Matt's father, and like she tied him up and like wanted Matt to kill him. So there was like a gray area that she was always operating in morally, and like I think that might potentially be what's going on here. And really, ultimately, it's kind of pointless to speculate because I have the two last episodes available to me. So why don't I just go watch them and then I'll let you know my thoughts. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this series as much as I am. It's really great. The promise of what it was supposed to be is being fulfilled, and I'm really excited about it. Anyway, let's keep going. If you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to my channel to keep up with this and other stuff that I'll be uploading. And as always, I'd like to remind you that if you haven't already, put an X in that box because ain't nobody checking me. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.